Now, before we look at significant figures and the rules that go along with significant figures, we've discussed two terms, and that is precision and accuracy. And I want to give you a sort of a visual model to understand the difference between precision and accuracy. It is very possible for a measurement to be precise and accurate, or precise and inaccurate. It's possible for a measurement to be not precise but still be accurate, or not be precise and not be accurate. You can combine the two terms together in any one of the four possible ways. And so to compare accuracy versus precision, what I'd like to do is to make four targets. We have example 1, example 2, example 3, and example 4. So, let's take a look at example 1. I'm going to fire 6 arrows at the target, and depending on where they land is going to tell me whether they were precise, whether they were accurate. For our case, the measure of accuracy, because if you remember that you need to have a standard to know whether you are accurate or not, the accuracy is simply this: we need to hit the target. It does not make a difference how many times we hit the target. As long as we hit the target, then that would be considered accurate. So we have, for example, we could have 6 shots that all hit the target and are very tightly grouped together. This would be considered very precise because, of course, they're very, very close together. In the sense, this would be all the measurements being very close together. So we would say that this is precise. And because we hit the target, we would say that it's accurate. By contrast, I could also have a very tight grouping off here to the right. And because I did not hit the target, that would not be considered accurate. But it is, on the other hand, still precise. I have a very tight grouping. So this is precise, but not accurate. Okay? So these are your possibilities for having precise measurements. They can be precise and accurate, or precise and not accurate. So let's look what happens when they're not precise. What would it mean to be not precise? Well, to be not precise would mean that my shots were scattered all over the place. So they are not tightly grouped together. This would be considered not precise. But if you inspect closely, you'll see that I did hit the target with one of the arrows. So therefore, it would still be considered accurate. So that might seem like a little bit of an odd thing. You can have measurements that are not very precise, but they still represent the real number. And similarly, I did not get them very closely spaced together, but because I hit the target one time, and that was my measure of accuracy, was hitting the target, then that's still considered an accurate shot. The last example is that they are not spaced together very closely, and they don't hit the target. And in this case, we would have not made precise shots, and we would not have achieved the accuracy that we were looking for. And this is a very common example that you'll see in a lot of textbooks where they show a target, or sometimes they'll show a duck, and they can show them tightly spaced or not tightly spaced, hitting the target or not hitting the target. And these are the measure of whether we have precision or accuracy. So you can see that precision and accuracy are definitely not the same thing, because I can have precision but not accuracy. I can have accuracy but not precision. So they're not interchangeable words at all.